Perhaps why not? Why shouldn't I tell you how this day went? I never tried making a vlog video before, so perhaps at the beginning it may seem a little bit awkward as I'm talking. I'm also trying to improve the way I try to communicate, so you would actually come to hear and understand what I'm saying. But nonetheless, I guess I will just try to talk about what I did during this day, and who knows, perhaps if you are interested in this shit, you could hang out with me for 5 minutes or so. So yeah, it's currently for how my situation is going. I found the apprentice as a nurse, and I also come to have specified and clarified my work is so far that I actually could finally publish these books. I have been writing since I'm 14, so I already had some books that I have done in the past before coming to publish them. But now as I turned 18 nearly 2 months ago, I still now got the opportunity to publish it. And I really hope that soon I will get my MasterCard and these books would get to be more available to use for now. But aside from this overall situation that I count to be, having this apprentice and trying to get my books more published within other places besides Amazon, why shouldn't I just try to talk a little bit about the books that I'm writing and put a bit present on how the overall progress is going? So essentially I have 4 or 3 projects that I try to juggle for now. On the one hand I try to write a novel, and on the other hand I also try to write a more political work, which is more about the analysis of the logistics of politics. It's kind of complicated to manage both of them at the same time, but so, I know this project that I'm currently presenting may sound a little wordy, but I hope when they're going to be finished they will be more accessible to use for now. But yeah, generally, this is the best articulation that I come to bring towards this project. And perhaps next to this overall exhaustion of managing a full-time job, as I try to manage all those other 3 projects, I don't know, I kind of can help myself but feel at the same time this exhaustion, but at the same time also this excitement towards bringing forth these projects. I think what also come to happen is that the more I try to work and put on the efforts towards doing it, that the more I come to neglect myself. Like, since I came to even have a full-time job, I also managed to try to manage all of those projects, is that one of the things that I largely came to neglect would be my health. And that is, I pretty much mostly stopped exercising as I did before, because of the work amount I try to manage on a day-to-day basis. But you know what also changed so much that when I became 18, and that is, like, when you grow up, all of the ways seem all of a sudden so clear that you know how to execute them. Like, it's so absurd to be able to orient oneself in such a simple way that back then it wouldn't seem at all obvious. Like, these things that I'm currently doing is for now, once I matured and grew up, but still under the possibility of me doing it when I was 14 or 15, which is still pretty much similar, but when you change the context, the way you come to approach work is very different. Like, it's not so much about passion any longer, but now the difference is that you come to easily stick more to schedules. Like, when I was younger, I had this problem of struggling with schedules so much that I would try to schedule the day for like 2 hours straight and then simply forget about it. I was not being able to stick to it, for you manage so many events. And like, once you grow up and mature, not only did the scheduling approach simplify a lot, you became a lot more focused, would I say. Like, you have a straight direction. It's not anymore like this hyper productivity management where you have like this multiple tasks and this long morning routines. It's all of a sudden like you have 1 or 2 objectives that are like the most important thing for the entire week, and you're like so focused at it that you almost stubbornly try to push through them so you can come to execute them. And like alone this change in of itself changed like so much within my approach. Like for instance, I had only within 1 or 2 weeks this project of publishing all my lyrical works. And I had to write, I had to edit, I had to delete some parts. But I actually got it done because I only started focusing on one project at a time. Like I wasn't doing so much about it. And it's not like I was switching too much from one side to the other. I know sometimes when you hit like 17, everything changes in the way you tend to approach and you aren't sure what changed exactly as you changed or grew older. But yeah, I hope this won't get to the boss. Another thing that I forget to talk about would be actually my book reading series. The thing just what's so amazing about a full-time job is that when you're actually finished and don't have any work to do, you from time to time get those spaces where you just have these 3 hours, where there are no patients, where there are no people that could demand anything from you. And so you now have all this time for waiting for the next task. So you always have those small little reading breaks between. And I don't know, like you somehow get so used to those little reading breaks. I mean, at the beginning it's kind of odd to focus on these 5 or 10 minute segments that you get throughout this workday. But like the more often that you come to do them, like the more used you get to them. And so reading became such a natural part of my life that I easily began to get through books, like 1 or 2 a week, the greater part. And so yeah, this is really amazing. And yeah, if everything goes fine, I should probably have finished Pet Sematary. Yeah, started reading again Stephen King by the end of this week, and yeah, perhaps I will do a book review about it if I know for whatever reason the internet broke down. Anyways, yeah, so I could perhaps do a book review about it if that's something that you would be interested in. But yeah, here's much for Mother for the next day. I hope I will try to continue writing this novel. I hope I will finish it within the following 2 weeks, and perhaps by then my life would get a little bit more simpler. I hope.